love me, but I ain't been feeling it lately. You say you're looking at me fly, but can't keep me from looking so crazy. Come in at 6 in the morning. Where you been, where you been? Who is that texting your phone?
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I have been super inconsistent on YouTube, but y'all still rocking with me. I was without my laptop for a long time, almost a year. So that's why I wasn't putting up looks, because I couldn't record, I couldn't edit. I'm actually not even recording on my laptop right now. I'm recording on my phone because the quality is like so much better. But I'm definitely going to invest in the camera so I can put out the best of the best. But yeah, I decided to recreate the last look that I did, which was last year around this time. I had a similar hair texture in, so I felt like it would just be cool to recreate the look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video and subscribe to my channel, okay? Because we back, so I need everybody. Tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your sister, tell your cousin, no, I'm joking. Tell everybody, though, to subscribe, because we're going to have fun. You guys know how I am. So if you want to see how I got this look and you want to be a part of this crazy family, keep on watching. Firstly, I'm starting with some e.l.f. primer. This is just a normal primer. You guys have seen me use this in previous videos, and I'm kind of just rubbing it on like lotion. I then pat it into like problem areas under my eyes and my smile lines are really problem areas for me. And then I'm going on to my brows, and I'm using Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Ebony. I'm also using a Sephora eyebrow brush. I don't know the number, but you know, regular eyebrow brush. One side is the brush, the other side is a spoolie, and I'm using that just to define my brows. Hey girl, bring it back. So after defining my brows, I'm going in with LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toast. I'm using the applicator on the concealer just to apply the concealer under my brow. After I finish going in with that, I'm going to place the concealer all over my lid to play as an eyeshadow base. You're going to see me blend this out first using a concealer brush. The brush is by MAC. It's the 289 brush. I'm not even sure if it's really a concealer brush. It could be some other kind of brush, but I use it for my concealer under my eyebrows. And then I'm going to go in with Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, and I'm going to use that to blend out the concealer on my eyelids for my eyeshadow base.
Where you been, where you been? Who is that texting your phone? Just a friend, okay. How would you like it if I do the things you do? Put you on, do not disturb and entertain it too. How would you like it if I do the things you do? Put you on, do not disturb. Hey girl, bring it back.
Also, my beauty sponge is damp with water. Hey girl, bring it back. Girl, bring it back. So here I'm going in with the Flawless Concealer Brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm also going into their Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette. You guys know how much I love this palette. I'm using that 5th shade as a transition color. This shade is more on the warmer side, so yeah, I'm just using that as my transition shade for this look. Hey girl, bring it back. I'm going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the color Throne. It is like if you think of Wizard of Oz, like the witch, like that green, that's what this color reminds me of. And I'm placing that all over my lid, and I'm using a eyeshadow brush that I got out of a BH Cosmetics set. So yeah.
But I ain't been feeling it lately. You say you're looking at me fly, but can't keep me from looking so crazy. Come in at 6 in the morning. Where you been?
To apply this eyeshadow all over my lid, I'm using a patting motion. It just packs the color on there more vividly, but this eyeshadow palette is super pigmented. You don't really have to do much.
Hey girl, bring it back, 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 back,
Going back into that same palette, this time I'm using a blending brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I'm going into the black shade in that palette and I'm just packing it on and blending it into my crease, into my outer lid. This is just going to define my eyelid a little bit more. My lids aren't necessarily small, but they aren't necessarily big, and this technique just helps to make your eyelid look a little larger.
Hey girl, bring it back, 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 girl, bring it back, 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 back. Hey girl, bring it back, 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 back,
Taking a break from the eyes, we're going onward with the face. Right here, I'm using NYX Total Drop Control Foundation. This is in the shade Mocha, and I'm just dropping that on my face and using my beauty sponge to blend it out. Again, my sponge is damp with water.
Don't get it twisted, I can play this game too. How would you like it if I did the same to you, yeah.
Right here, I'm going in with MAC's Matchmaker Concealer. This is in the number 6. I am using this concealer to highlight, adding dimension to my face. So I'm just applying this under my eye, bridge of my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, my chin, and also my smile lines because that's a problem area for me.
Hey girl, bring it back, 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 hey girl, bring it back, 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 bring it back, 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 back.
I'm going to use the other side of my beauty sponge to blend it out. I really love this concealer. I love the consistency of it. The texture is really creamy, but it's thick, but it's not too thick. It just goes really well with the foundation.
Back, bring it back, hey girl, bring it back, girl, bring it back, hey girl, bring it back.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Laura Mercier translucent powder to set my concealer, to set my highlight. I am not using the deep shade or the dark shade. I'm using the translucent one, the clear one. I'm not baking with this powder, but I am pressing it into the skin, and I love the outcome of it when either applied with a sponge or the powder puff. So yeah.
I'm a FaceTime driver, I'm a texter Renzo, and I'm a leave you crying. Don't get it twisted, I can play this game too. How would you like it if I did the same to you, yeah.
MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish powder in the shade Dark Deep is like my holy grail. I haven't come across a product that does what this one does for me, so I'm using this to set the rest of my face. It's an oldie but goodie.
Who is that texting your phone? Just a friend, okay. How would you like it if I do the things you do? Put you on, do not disturb and entertain these dudes. How would you like it if I do the things you do? Put you on, do not disturb and hey girl, bring it back, 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 back.
Here I'm going in with Sleek Cosmetics blush palette. It's in the shade Medium 374. I'm using the blush in this palette. It comes with a contour powder, a highlighter, and a blush to subtly contour and apply blush to the apples of my cheek. It's a very bronzy color, so it does both jobs pretty well. Onto the lips, I'm lining my lips with a regular brown pencil from the beauty supply store. Then I'm going in with MAC's Satin Lipstick in the shade Myth. Topping off that lipstick, I am using Rimmel Stay Glossy Lip Gloss in the shade Sunday. The number is 143. It's a very sheer nude lip gloss just to add some shine. The lipstick is not matte, so they both play very well together. And as you can see, I didn't have to use so much of the lipstick because it is super nude. So yeah, just be careful when applying.
I'm a FaceTime driver, I'm a texter Renzo, and I'm a leave you crying. Don't get it twisted, I can play this game too.
Now I'm going in with Sleek Cosmetics highlighting palette. This is in the shade Cleopatra's Kiss. There is a cream highlighter and a powder highlighter, the two top shades of this palette, and I mixed those two together. I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush to apply these to my highlight area. I'm using a lip brush to give my brow bone a highlight and the bridge of my nose.
How would you like it if I do the things you do? Put you on, do not disturb.
Hey girl, bring it back, 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 back. Hey girl, bring it back, 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 bring it back, 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 bring it back, 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 girl, bring it back, 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 back. Hey girl, bring it back, 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 back,
give you a taste of your own medicine.
hey girl, bring it back, 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 bring it back, 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 back. Hey girl, bring it back, 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 back. Girl, bring it back, 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 back. Hey girl, bring it back, 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 back.
I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you love me more than the video, just subscribe to my channel like right now. You guys can follow me on Instagram at BRITTM_BRITTMW with 2 T's, or on Snapchat BRIT2Ts_MW, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I'm a FaceTime Ryan.